Welcome. My name is Michael Macy, and I'm one of the co-founders of Enacting Peace. Enacting Peace is a very simple idea. We just invite people to act for peace on the equinoxes and the solstices. It could be as simple as lighting a candle and placing it in a window, or as complicated as organizing a concert for 100,000 people. We believe that peace is active, it's not passive, and that peace is the result of the intentions and actions of all of us. So we invite you all to act for peace today and celebrate peace. Now I'd like to introduce Maureen Goodman, who is a friend and a mentor to me. Maureen is the program director for the Brahma Kumaris, an international organization that teaches yoga, spirituality, and meditation. And she's the Brahma Kumaris representative at the United Nations in Vienna. And Maureen has joyfully dedicated herself to making spirituality accessible to people at all levels of society.
Om Shanti, a greeting of peace. This is the time of the spring equinox, the time of the beginning of spring, the transition, from darkness to light, when day and night become more equal in length. And it's interesting that this is also the time of many religious festivals in March and into the beginning of April. We have Nowruz, which is the Persian New Year. We have the time of Lent in Christianity, the festival of Purim in Judaism. And then we have also Ramadan in Islam and the Hindu festival of Holi. And then we move into Easter and Passover. And all of these festivals represent overcoming darkness with light, good overcoming evil, and also represent a new birth, a liberation, a new transition. And yet when we look at the world, we do see a lot of darkness, and particularly at this time when there are conflicts and war. And we know that the light has to come to the world. So what is it that I have to do? It's important that each one of us has love and compassion for everyone. Many are taking sides, but love and compassion is for all, because all are suffering. And in the words of Mary Robinson recently, at this time, our compassion mustn't narrow and our faith mustn't falter. And so let us reflect on how we can bring light to ourselves and to the world. I take time in silence to connect with my inner light, the being of light that I am, and the beauty of the light of my being that is filled with love, peace, and wisdom. And in this state of awareness, I connect with the supreme light, the source of all that is good. the source of the highest unconditional love, the source of unlimited peace, the source of the deepest wisdom. And I feel the light of the divine coming to me. And as it comes to me, it uplifts me, it comforts me. And then that light begins to flow out into the world. Together, we surround our world with light, so that every soul, every living being receives the light of the divine to awaken the peace and the love and the compassion within them. It is this divine light that can bring a world of light. Thank you. Om Shanti.
Thank you so much, Maureen, for not only leading this meditation, but also for all that you do as a teacher, guide, and friend. Our next presenter is Lady Mohini Kent Noon. Mohini is a filmmaker, a charity worker, and journalist. She's the founder, chairperson of Lily Against Human Trafficking and the global envoy in the UK of the International Buddhist Confederation. She's a lifelong student of spirituality, having spent time with teachers around the world. And today she comes to us from India. Mohini, thank you very much. It's a joy to now introduce Lauren Lamore. Lauren is the founder of the Sacred Habits and also of the Life Visionary Success Methodology. She is co-founder of the Millions Meditating Alliance. For over 3 decades, she's guided entrepreneurs, nonprofit leaders, and visionaries in cultivating the clarity, resilience, and coherence necessary to build lasting, meaningful work. She believes that when peace becomes practiced, not passive, prosperity becomes purposeful.
Hello everyone, I'm Lauren Lamore from the Millions Meditating Alliance. Thank you for inviting me today to join you to celebrate the equinox and to reflect upon what peace means to me. Peace is not something I find when the world finally becomes quiet. It is something I return to in the midst of noise. Each year in the northern hemisphere where I'm speaking to you from, the spring equinox arrives as a quiet turning, a sacred pause, where light and darkness meet as equals. For a brief moment, the earth remembers balance. And then, almost imperceptibly, the light begins to rise again. For me, peace lives in that moment. Not in perfection, but in the willingness to hold both, the light and the dark, without losing ourselves. The poet Emily Dickinson once wrote that hope is the thing with feathers that perches in the soul and sings in the midst of the noise. I imagine that small bird within each of us, much like the returning light of spring, singing softly, even when the winds are strong, even when the sky is uncertain, even when we forget to listen. For me, peace is creating the inner stillness where that song can be heard. It is the breath beneath the thoughts, the presence beneath the urgency. That quiet knowing that even after the longest winter, something within us is already turning toward the light. Peace is not passive. It is a practice. A returning again and again to the center of who we are. And when we choose that, and when we anchor ourselves in that quiet, steady place, something begins to shift, not only within us, but around us. Because peace is not meant to be held alone. It moves through us in how we listen, in how we speak, in how we meet one another, in a world that is still learning how to heal. And perhaps when enough of us tend to that small singing place within, what begins as a whisper becomes something more, a resonance, a remembering, a shared field of possibility. Like the returning light of spring, gentle, steady, unstoppable. Peace to me is not something we wait for. It is something we become. And from that becoming, perhaps, just perhaps, we begin to bloom a more peaceful world for all. Thank you all, and namaste.
Thank you, Lauren. Now I'd like to introduce Kabir McDow. Kabir is a teacher with the Ananda community, which follows the path of Kriya Yoga, the universal teachings of Paramahansa Yogananda and his disciple, Swami Kirananda. The teachings at Ananda are a harmonious blend of spiritual discipline from East and West and emphasize both the original mystical teachings of Christ and the ancient science of Kriya Yoga. Kabir is on the board of Millions Meditating and a regular participant in Enacting Peace webcasts.
Greetings, my friends. Today, I want to share a little statement that Yogananda made that may help us to understand how to reach peace within ourselves. He gave the definition of self-realization. He said, self-realization is the knowing in all parts of body, mind, and soul that we are now in possession of the kingdom of God. That God's omnipresence is our omnipresence, that we don't have to ask that it comes to us. All we need to do is to improve our knowing. Marvelous. How to improve our knowing is a question. But first, to say, when we are searching for peace, according to this understanding, it already is present in our consciousness, in our own self. Now, how do we find that consciousness? How do we improve our knowing? And that key is meditation and prayer. Meditation is a key for calming the mind and the heart. And in the stillness of that time within, we feel the peace that is naturally present, always present, omnipresent. Yogananda said, the more you meditate, the more you will feel that you are bringing peace to the world. But first, establish peace within yourself. Then you can radiate it to others. So, let us meditate together now. Sit comfortably with the spine upright. Gently close your eyes and let the body relax. Release any tension in the shoulders, the face, the breath. Allow the breath to become calm and natural. Enjoy the moment. And if thoughts arise, let them pass gently like clouds moving across the sky. And return your attention to the quiet, peaceful flow of the breath. Begin to feel that behind the breath, there is a deeper stillness within you. Find the stillness. Rest in the stillness. Be the stillness. And in that inner quiet, we begin to feel the natural peace of the soul. Enjoy. Now feel that peace gently expanding in your heart and let it radiate outward to those close to you, to those in difficulty, and to our whole world. Feel it radiating. And let us conclude by sending a prayer of peace to the world. By rubbing the hands together, we generate a flow of life energy that can be channeled through us and then shared with all those who are in need. Let's rub our hands together, feeling the energy, feeling the warmth in the hands, the magnetism growing. And holding our hands in front of us, closing our eyes and visualizing, feeling energy flowing through us as we chant Om. Peace being directed to all those in need. Om. 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 May the peace we have felt in this meditation spread through our thoughts, our actions, and our lives. And may it bring comfort to those in need and bring inspiration to those who are working for a better world. Thank you, great souls, and blessings to you all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti.
Kabir, thanks so much. It's now a delight to introduce Steve Farrell. Steve is the worldwide executive director of Humanity's Team and author of A New Universal Dream, My Journey from Silicon Valley to a Life in Service to Humanity. He co-founded Humanity's Team with a vision for a world based on the oneness of all things and toward providing everyone an opportunity to live a life deeply connected to the divine, each other, all other beings, nature, and all of creation.
Hello, everyone. I'm Steve Farrell, co-founder of Humanity's Team. It's an honor to join you for this global gathering as we mark the spring equinox, a moment that has been celebrated by cultures around the world for thousands of years. The equinox is a powerful symbol. It's the moment when day and night stand in perfect balance. Light and darkness meet as equals. And from that balance, something new begins to emerge. Spring invites us into renewal, growth, and possibility. Nature itself reminds us that after every season of dormancy, life rises again. Seeds begin to stir beneath the soil. The earth warms, and the world quietly prepares for new life. In many ways, humanity is standing at a similar threshold right now. We are living in a time of profound challenge and uncertainty in many parts of the world, but also a time of incredible awakening. More and more people are beginning to recognize that peace is not something that can simply be negotiated between nations. Peace begins within us. It begins with the understanding that we are not separate from one another. At Humanity's Team, we often speak about a simple but powerful truth, that we are all expressions of one universal consciousness. When we truly begin to experience this, not just intellectually, but in our hearts, something shifts. The way we see one another changes. The way we approach conflict changes. The way we show up in the world changes. Peace stops being an abstract idea. It becomes a way of living. And that's why gatherings like this are so important. When people around the world pause at the same moment to meditate, to pray, to reflect, to set intentions for peace, we create something very real, a shared feel of coherence, a reminder that beneath all our differences, we are deeply connected. The spring equinox invites us to restore balance, not only in nature, but within ourselves. To ask, where can I bring more compassion? Where can I listen more deeply? Where can I choose understanding over division? Peace begins in these small moments, and when enough of us begin to live this way, it ripples outward into our families, our communities, our institutions, and our world. At Humanity's Team, our mission is to support the emergence of a world where our underlying unity and oneness are recognized and lived. A world where our shared connection becomes the foundation for how we organize society. A world where peace is not the exception, but the natural expression of who we are. The spring equinox reminds us that balance is always possible, and that even in times of great change, life is constantly moving toward renewal. So today, wherever you are in the world, I invite you to take a moment to connect with that possibility, to hold a vision of a peaceful world, and to remember that each of us has a role to play in bringing that world into being. Thank you for being part of this community, and thank you for helping to create a more peaceful and compassionate world for all.
Steve, thanks so much. And now I'd like to
I'm sending this blessing from my yard because during this war between Iran and Israel and Iran, we are not allowed to go out into the fields. Today is Aleph Nisan, the first of the Hebrew month of Nisan. It is the month of trees, the month of buds blooming, the month where the wheat begins to grow, the month where we speak of redemption and renewal and love and sunshine and rain, knowing that the earth blooms again after winter. So for this spring solstice, I want to wish us all that even when the world surrounding us is insane and violent and dark, we remember that nature is full of light, full of life, that everything that dies comes back again, renewed, that hope is alive even if we cannot see it, that goodness is within everything if we allow it to grow. And I hope that all of us will sit around our Seder tables, will sit at our Easter tables and our holiday tables and our family tables and celebrate life and love, happiness, peace, and security for all. And that the next time we speak, the next Saltus, we will all be free.
And now I'd like to introduce
Assalamu alaikum, shalom aleichem, peace be upon you. Sheikh Ghassan Manasra speaking to you, the International Director of Abrahamic Reunion. I would like to share with you some words about us as a human being, about the great holidays for all of us. We know that we are now at the end of the month of Ramadan. Maybe the last day, maybe more 2 days for the Ramadan. After that, we will have the Eid of Al-Fitr, the holiday of Al-Fitr. And soon, we will have 2 weeks from now, we have another Jewish holiday. And for the Christians also, we have holidays, the Druze, the same as the Muslims. Then we are passing the season of the holidays. I would like to send all of you happy holidays and quiet holidays and connect holidays and beautiful holidays. So to all of us all around the world, I would like to say, don't go and search the peace away. The peace is here, all around us. It's surrounding us. You know what? We are the peace. Because everything is hidden within us. And then we need to be the peace for all of the world. I know that we are passing also, in the other side, lots of wars all around the world. I will tell you, most of the people from everywhere, they are searching peace and love and harmony and connection and knowing one another. Except these people, they are searching the war, that they think they will change the world. Yes, they change the world, not for a good shape, for a hardship, and making us in a very hard time. But our mission as a human being is to stop all of this energy through spreading peace from us. I would like to share with you and tell you and inform you that in Abrahamic Reunion, we are working days and nights to spread quiet, happiness, hope to all of the people in the Holy Land, Israelis and Palestinians. Try to reconnect them again. We know they are passing a very hard trauma, very hard time. But if we will do our best, believe me, all of us will succeed together to change everything all around us, to bring the happiness to these people, hope to these people, joy to these people, and connection and love to understand one another. And we will break the walls of fear, hatred. This is our mission here.
And now I'd like to introduce David Less. David is a co-founder of Enacting Peace. He's been teaching meditation and inner practice for more than 55 years. He is also a founding member of the Abrahamic Reunion, a unique group of spiritual leaders in the Holy Land and beyond, acting as a living example of harmony among the world's religions. David has practiced Sufism for all of his adult life, along with studying with teachers from other mystical traditions, including Hinduism, Judaism, the indigenous American traditions, and Buddhism. He's also been my friend and teacher for some 45 years.
Hi, everyone. My name is David Less, And I'm so happy that we're here today to really feel peace, remember peace, and spread peace. There really is no opposite to peace. Even though the mind says, of course there is. But no, peace is an eternal state. Peace is an experience beyond the ego. Peace is the vibration out of which everything fruitful comes. All activity comes from peace. And we feel a certain depth of joy when we experience peace. So let's do a short meditation together for this wonderful day of enacting peace. A day, as we know, when the winter ends and the spring begins. The shortest day and the longest day meet in the middle. And that's where we are today. So, close your eyes if you wish. You can keep your eyes open if you wish. Sitting in a posture, hopefully with your back straight. If you prefer lying down, do that. And we'll just be sitting for perhaps 15 minutes. And I'll throw in a few words now and then to keep us on track, I hope. So let's just begin by breathing. Just a natural breath. Whatever rhythm, whatever speed your day's been, just let it be quiet. Let it be gentle. Now, as you breathe in and as you breathe out, just think the word peace in whatever language you wish. So you begin breathing peace in and peace out. Let that peace, as you breathe, descend from the top of the head as a feeling, as a wave, a vibration of peace. Begins at the top of the head and works its way all the way down to our feet. You can feel the peace as it descends. Let it touch your eyes. Let your tongue be at peace. So much energy comes out the tongue. Now to the ears. Just breathing in peace, breathing out peace, and feeling the ears, imagining, if you will, the ears releasing the extent of input that they constantly get, especially in this digital age. Just release some of that. Peace in, peace out. Now our nose, through which we breathe. But we don't just breathe air. We breathe in impressions from our environment, even from our own mind and the minds of others. It all goes in. So let the nose be at peace. Let those impressions be peaceful. Now the largest organ of the body, the skin, we don't just touch and be touched. You know how many of us love to be hugged, to be held. Well, feel that you're being hugged. You're being held by the vibration of peace. Let the whole body feel that. Now feel this peace in the chest, in your physical heart, and right in the center of the chest, the heart chakra, the heart center, the subtle center of this pure energy of peaceful loving. If you can't imagine the center, just stay with the physical heart. But feel peace, loving peace in the chest. And direct this energy down to the whole digestive system. All the organs of digestion, the nodes that produce the necessary fluids that contain the intelligence of digestion. The stomach, all of it is actually one center, the center of the sun, the S-U-N, in the area that spreads out from the navel. Feel peace in the digestive system. Untie the knot in the stomach. Let that feeling descend to the sexual organs. Many carry tension there. But today, we're allowing it, the whole area, not just the genitals, but the whole area, to feel peace. And finally, the legs and the arms are means of mobility and projection, holding and releasing, walking, running, being still, the arms and the legs. And of course, when I do this for myself, I think of the individual organs and the bones, the tissues and the tendons, the ligaments. But see if you can really feel now peace in the physical body, just from these few minutes of conscious focus. Keep just gently breathing peace in and peace out. And there's one more step, one final step. I hope you felt how by directing your heart, mind, breath, the vibration of the body changed and became peaceful. In the same way, even though it's difficult for our rational minds to accept, but in the same way, just extend that peace very gently. Cover the whole world in peace. The world will respond in the same way that your body did. Don't let the mind derail the possibility that our collective meditation and our individual meditation can create peace in the body of the world. So breathe peace in and peace out, and project that peace, extend that peace. Blanket the world with your peace. So you're not just imagining, you're actually projecting a vibration. You're projecting the energy of the soul. And spreading peace throughout the world. Especially now, at this time of conflict and confusion. It's so important to really be a peacemaker. And this is one of the ways of doing it. So we'll end with a short Buddhist chant. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. Peace. Peace, peace. When you're ready, just gently open your eyes. And project peace out of your eyes. And have a wonderful and peaceful moment, day, year, and life. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings know and live peace, peace, peace. Thank you so much. Much love.
David, thanks so much. This really has been a wonderful opportunity for all of us. I'd really like to thank everybody who has contributed to making this webcast a possibility, particularly Chris Miller, who has produced this event. And now I would like to invite everyone to enact peace. And thank you very much.